It's taken me quite a while to get myself back on my feet. I'm still not on my feet.
Dorothy
Been,
Kersner has a
been
hard
hard,
time
but I
accepting
think
she
it's,
lost more than $250,000 to a man she trusted with her investments.
I had confidence in him. I mean, he came to the house, I was at his house.
She considered John Babillars her financial advisor, as well as a friend. He was her advisor for many years, until a postal inspector came to her door to tell her significant portion of her life savings was gone.
I didn't believe him. I could not believe him.
Until she was shown proof. Babillars told Dorothy he was liquidating some of her investments to purchase Facebook stock for her portfolio. Instead, he used that money to purchase a new home for his family in cash.
I could not get Dorothy to understand what had happened to the bulk of her life savings until I showed her a copy of the check, and on the reverse of that check was her endorsement and then the deposit stamp of that deposit going into an attorney IOLTA account. That's at the time she realized that she'd been defrauded.
Dorothy was not alone. 7 victims lost more than $650,000 in just 12 months.
So they invested with him and they trusted him, and then lo and behold, a few months later their money was gone and they didn't know where it went.
He had access to all of their investment and personal information, and he simply used it for himself.
He would have them do electronic funds transfers into his own account. And so that's how he embezzled the money. He was very unsophisticated, but these investors were very trusting. These are people who knew his family, had known him for years, had invested with him for years, had no reason at all to worry about him.
Postal inspectors say, though Babillars was a legitimate advisor at one time, a simple search online would have shown that he was no longer registered with the state.
If you're investing with somebody who is not part of a firm, verify that they're registered, and you need to then demand documentation of where your investments are and how much and what it is you have in your portfolio.